Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. So today we will finish paṭipadā cittukkā, the last part of the paṭipadā cittukkā. Athasalini Athagata, page number what? Page number 228. 228. Page number 228. So last time we discussed about the dukkha paṭipadā, dandabhiññā, painful practice and slow attainment to the jhana, and also dukkha paṭipadā, khipabhiññā, painful practice but quick attainment to the jhana. And then sukha paṭipadā, dandabhiññā, sukha paṭipadā, easy practice. Okay, sukha paṭipadā, easy practice. Dandabhiññā, but slow to attain jhana. And then sukha paṭipadā, khipabhiññā, easy practice as well as quick to attain the jhana. So the fetters that makes slow, that makes painful. Last day, Monday, we discussed. Okay, there are many fetters. We can adjust the fetters to make our practice pleasant, as well as to make our attainment quicker. So, so today, the last part of the this paṭipadā cittukkā, Hiti Imasu paṭipadā. I will share the translation. Iti Imasu. And the progress and intuition are just according to how they come. According to how they come. This is number 2. The progress of the second and other jhanas depend sometimes, but not always, on the attainment of the first jhana, tika. Okay. So before we go there, so regarding this one, the Dadhanu Dhammata. Okay, where is it that one? Dadhanu Dhammata. Dadhanu Dhammata. Bali where? Oh, Dadhanu Dhammata here. Tata Dadhanu Dhammata. Yeah. Sati Sandaittati Thiti Bhagini Thiti Bhagini Panyadi Evo Hoda Satiya Wa Tandan Jana Nikantiya Va Vikambani paṭipadā. So there, this is the quotation from the Vibhanga Pali. Okay, this what? Tadanu Dhammada here. Tadanu Dhammada here is page number 245, the last part. Okay. In the remaining jhana, thus here, in progress in intuition, the person who attained to the jhana by means of painful practice and sluggish intuition, the jhana is said to be of a painful progress in sluggish intuition. In the remaining jhanas also, the same method to be understood. That is the previous Pali word. Here the following is, in these progress should be understood as, okay, lying in the arrest, either or that mindfulness of which it is set thus. Thus, the mindfulness corresponding to that of the first jhana, okay, is firmly established. So I don't know whether you understand what does it mean, this translation. Of progress. So in Bali we will talk about fast. Tatanu Dhammada Sati Sandetati Thiti Bhagini Panyadi. Panyadi where? Panyadi. Ewan Voda Sati Yawa Dandan Jana Nikandi Yawa Vikambani Paṭipadā. So here they want to the commentator, what the commentator want to explain is paṭipadā. Okay. So for the paṭipadā, so for the attainment of the second jhana, third jhana, fourth jhana, and so on, that the paṭipadā will be dukkha. Okay, dukkha paṭipadā. Why? Because of the what? Paṭipadā may be painful in removing vikambani, in removing what? Dandan jhana nikandi yawa. Nikandi. Nikandi means attachment. Attachment to the whatever jhana. Attachment to whatever jhana that has been attained. Okay. So if we have attained the first jhana, so one way or another we have a kind of attachment. So because we think it very high, and also we think it very calm and quiet and peaceful, we have a we have a never experience like this. So if we attain the first jhana, firstly for the first time, then we may be very, very peaceful and then very calm and quiet. And also we may regard it as the highest, the noble. Sanda Medan, Banida Medan, like that. This one is a calm, this one is a noble. So then what happened? We start to like it. Okay, we start to like it. We start to appreciate. We don't want to let it go. Let the first jhana go. So that's why it is called what? Nikandi. Nikandi. Nikandi is very dangerous. Yeah. So if someone die from this life and then born in the another life, soon after he take a conception or rebirth in a new life. So he has a kind of attachment to that life. Nikandi, Bhava Nikandi, attachment to the life, attachment to the current existence. So that is so as it is in nature. So suppose you are working in a company. So you maybe you're working in a kind of a position. Okay, as long as you like it, you appreciate it, you appreciated that position, you will not make a progress to go higher, okay, to get a higher position. So because of that, the nikandi is there. So also, yeah, some people, they know that, oh, if I go to another place, I will be, how to say, richer, and then business will be better. Maybe life condition will be better, but we have a kind of attachment to our native place, suppose. To have a native, it is in my hometown, I won't go away. So maybe it may not be, how to say, it may not be rich here if I live, but I will be better to live with my family member, relative, and people. And then that kind of attachment hinder, okay, the progress in life as well as in the spiritual practice also. So if we attain a kind of a jhana, maybe past jhana, we think it very high, we think it very calm and peaceful, then nikandi, okay, nikandi is what? A kind of attachment to that jhana will rise there. So it becomes difficult to remove that kind of what? Nikandi. So that point is mentioned here. Tantan jhana nikandiya va vikambane. So for some people, they easily, how to say, they can easily find the fault, okay, disadvantage over there. So even though to some extent the position you get may be okay, but the stay there is it is not a faultless. Okay, there are some disadvantages. So if you find such a disadvantage, so it will be better for you to go higher, to get a higher position. So also here, so as a yogi, if we attain the first jhana, if we have attained the first jhana, then we have to be able to find the fault, the disadvantage in the first jhana. So only then it will be easy for us to overcome, to remove that kind of nikandi, dandanjana nikandi. So that's okay. But another point is sati yawa. Okay, this is a problem. Sati yawa is according to this one. Sati, we need to remove sati also. Okay, we can be sati yawa. So here, our commentator trying to, how to say, explain. So what kind of sati it is? Okay, the sati here means what? Commentator refers to what? Vibhanga Pali. So in the Vibhanga Pali here, page number 799, they are mentioned what? Tadhanu Dhammada Sati Sandetati Thiti. Okay, Bhagini Panya. Okay, so in the Vibhanga Pali, so on that page, so there you can see 4 kinds of Bhagini. 4 kinds of Bhagini. Bhagini means, Bhaga means what? A group. Titi Bhagini, Hana Bhagini. So I will share my note about that. Okay. Arammaṇāni. Okay, here. So what I found. Here, Vibhanga Pali, it would be better if you look at the 343, page number 343, about the 4 kinds of bhagya. So I simply use 4 kinds of status. So as what? Titi bhagya, okay, Hana bhagya, Visesa bhagya, and the Nibbida Bhagiya. So Titi means the remaining. Okay. So we stand still. Okay, without going downward or without going upward, without being upgraded or downgraded. We remain the same in the level. So if we have attained the first jhana, so we like it, we appreciate it, and also we have attachment to it, then we will not go down, and then we will not go up. We will neither go up and go down. Then it remains in its position. That's called Titi Bhagiya. So Hana Bhagiya. Hana Bhagiya, maybe, suppose while you are practicing, trying to remain in the jhana, so the Kama Chanda Nivarana or whatever Nivarana appear in your mind, then you will go down, Hana Bhagiya, from that attainment. Then Visesa Bhagiya. Visesa means special. Okay, Visesa Bhagiya, go up. Okay, and then Nebeda Bhagiya. Nebeda means good, be disgusted. Okay, you feel tired of this kind of, maybe tired of a Vitaka and so on. So, and then it will go up. It will make us, how to say, to go higher jhana, to attain the higher jhana. So it would be better for you to refer to page number 343 in the Vibhanga Pali. So here, so that is called Titi Bhagini. Okay, Titi Bhagini, Banya, Daitati, Sandaitati, regarding the Dadhanu Dhammada. So in this quotation, commentator want to pick up the Sati, not the Banya. There is Sati. What kind of Sati? That is corresponding Sati. Okay, Dadhanu Dhammada. So regarding the word, this Dadhanu Dhammada, we can divide the Tan Anu, okay, Tam Anu, and then Dhammada. Dan Anu Dhammada. So in Dhammada in Myanmar we call the Bhava, Sabhava. It is a nature. Okay. So in Myanmar people mostly use it, the Bhava. It's the Bhava, it's a nature. The Bhava, like that. But when I stay in Thailand, Thai people use Dhammada. Okay, Thai people use the word Dhammada instead of the Bhava, Sabhava. So it became their language. It is a Dhammada, like that they say. Dhammada also. Dhammada and Sabhava. Dhammada here is mostly used in the maybe earlier form. Maybe later on they say Dhammada in the Anudiga, Muladiga, even in the Vibhanga Atthakatha, they try to use it, the word Sabhava for the Dhammada. So this is also a kind of for your knowledge. So we Myanmar people use the Bhava, but the Thai people they use what? Dhammada. Dhammada is a nature. Anu Dhammada, appropriate nature. Okay, appropriate nature. Appropriate to what? Appropriate to the corresponding jhana. Okay, appropriate to corresponding jhana. So if we attain the first jhana, it means there is the sati, that is the nature that appropriate to the corresponding first jhana. So there is sati. Also, that sati also we have to remove like that. So here, regarding that word, Muladiga, Anudiga, the here. Tadanu Dhammada. Regarding this word, Muladiga, Dhammasaṅgaṇī Muladiga mention a view of other scholars. Okay, Muladika provided two views. One view is other scholars' view. It's called Vadhanti. Okay, it is called Vadhanti. Other people said. Some people said like that. Vadhanti, not his liking, even though he don't appreciate, but he don't reject. So that in that case, the commentary and sub-commentary, they mostly use Vadhanti. Okay. When they don't like, and then when they don't appreciate, then they use the word keji. Keji means some people. Some teachers said it means that it is regarded what the scholar. That scholar is lower in the standard. Okay, lower standard scholar. He don't like. He don't appreciate. But here, Muladika mentioned Vadhanti. It means the same level. Another scholar which is highly recognized as scholar. So that's why it's called Vadhanti. Vadhanti. So Muladika mentioned a view of other scholars. Okay. Actually, it is the view mentioned in the Vibhanga Atakata. It means the Buddha Gosa's view, Buddha Gosa's explanation. So Muladika Sayadaw ji quoted Vibhanga Atakata, Buddha Gosa's explanation firstly. So what he mentions is that in the Vibhanga Atakata as well as in the Muladika Vadhanti Vada, he said it is a mecha sati. Okay, it is a mecha sati. So that sati, Dadanu Dhammada sati, that is not a right or praiseworthy sati, but it's a wrong, okay, wrong sati, which is attachment to the first jhana or four mental aggregates that associate with the attachment to the first jhana. Mecha sati, mecha sati. So mecha sati, the Adhakata is mentioned. It is an mecha sati, Vibhanga Adhakata as well as Muladika first view. So it is called a mecha sati because so it remember. Okay, it remember what? It remember the first jhana. Okay, and also it has attachment to the first jhana, as well as form and aggregate that associate with the attachment to the first jhana. So since if you have an attachment to the jhana, then that attachment does not come alone. It comes together with associated mental concomitants, mental jeta and jetasikas. So all of them, so it represents to the as a major sati. Okay, that is the one view. And then apart from the view of the other scholars, so Muladika provides its own view that it is a sammasati. Okay, but Muladika Sayadaw want to say it is a kind of sammasati, not a major sati. That tends to bear in mind, and tends to remember the first jhana and its associated mentalities. Okay, its associated mentalities. So if because he may say that the jhana, okay, that jhana, remembrance to jhana is the right view, right how to say, right mindfulness, and also remembering to the dhamma that associate with the first jhana. That's a good thing. That's why we cannot categorize it into mecha sati like that. Muladika Sayadaw want to mention like that. Therein, so and also he recognized that the there is a possibility of the attachment to the first jhana. Okay, the attachment to the first jhana is there. That attachment to the first jhana conditions sati by means of bhagatupa nisaya sati. So in the patthana, okay, so if you have attained the jhana, so jhana asadeti vinandati, like that we have. Okay, jhana asadeti vinandati. So we like the jhana and then we appreciate the jhana. So at that time, raga upajati, deity upajati. So there arises raga, or there arises wrong view, and so on. So in that way, Muladika Sayadaw explained that because there is an attachment to the first jhana, that attachment to the first jhana conditions sati to rise. Okay, so condition the sati to rise by means of bhagatupa nisaya sati. So in this context, Masadika Sayadaw explained that it is a kind of remembrance similar to the remembering things that one likes. Okay, if you like something, then you can recall. Okay, you can remember. So, for example, if you sometimes you remember the experience in the IDBMU. Okay, you are happy to remember. Okay, the experience in the IDBMU. Oh, how good it is to live there and to study there, to practice the Dhamma, and then to pay visit to the pagodas and monasteries and meditation centers, like that. So this is that in this way, Bhadadika Sayadaw explained that is a kind of remembrance similar to remembering things that one likes. Sayadaw did without, huh?
Pia.
Yes.
Sayadaw Pia. May I know the Pasadika, which page? Sayadaw Pia.
Bhadadika, wait. Let me check. Bhadadika, that volume 3. Okay, volume 3. Wait. Volume 3. Athasalini Bhadadika, no? Athasalini Bhadadika, volume 3. Wait. Where are you? Paṭipadā Cittuppādakaṇḍaṃ. Oh, page number, volume 3, page number 15, 15. Page number 15. Better. Bhadadika, volume 3. Okay, page number 15. This Athasalini Bhadadika. Okay. Page number 15, they are mentioned. Okay. So, and then Sayadaw continued to explain that having in the first jhana, if there is sati pertaining to the attachment, one's attachment remains the same, okay, without being upgraded or without being downgraded. So, titi bhagiya. Okay. So, having attained the first, after attainment of the first jhana, so there is a sati that pertaining to the attachment, so or supported by the attachment. So then you continue to remember the experience of the first jhana. And then there are also attachment. Then once attainment, your attainment will remain the same, will not go upward. So also will not go downward. So here I put it, whatever appear in my mind, without being upgraded or without being downgraded. So it remains in the same condition. So it means that maybe it remains in the first jhana. It continues to remain. So this kind of condition is called what? A state that is called Titi Bhagiya jhana. Okay, Titi Bhagiya jhana. See, you can also see Vibhanga. So that's it. Vibhanga Pali page number 343. There you can see some information about the Titi Bhagiya, Hana Bhagiya, Visesa, and Niveda Bhagiya. So regarding this Anudika, so we have a Dudika, right? Athasalini, Muladika, and Anudika. So Anudika, page number 111, there it explains that attachment to the first jhana is associated mentalities are called as Dharanu Dhammata Sati. So Anudika Sayadaw does not pay attention to the word sati. But what he explains is that it represents attachment to the first jhana and its associated mentalities. That for it appropriates to the first jhana and its associated mentalities. So then that is one way. Another way he explains is, or it is sati that guards the first jhana and associated mentalities. So Muladika Anudika Sayadaw explained two ways. Okay, one way is attachment to the first jhana in Samyutta Dhamma. Another way is it is a sati, simply the sati, that guards that maintain the first jhana. So if we, after studying this view of the scholars, Sayadawjis, Muladika, Anudika, Bhattadika, and Vibhanga Atthakatha, so what we can sum up is that there may be sati, there is a sati, right? That sati is also one way or another stand as a obstacle to the attainment of the higher jhana, to the attainment of the second jhana. Okay, so only when we remove that kind of a sati, then there will be possibility for the attainment of a higher jhana. And also another thing is, apart from the sati, there is a nikanti. Okay, nikanti means attachment. Attachment to the jhana, first jhana we have attained. That's also the thing to be abandoned, to be removed. Only when we remove, we are able to remove, then we will be able to go higher status. That is the second jhana or third jhana, fourth jhana, and so on. So that is what? The Dharanu Dhammata Sati Sandetati Titi Bhagini Panyati Evam Vauddha Satiya. Sati that has been said in the Vibhanga Pali. Va or Dandan Jhana Nikandiya Va. Okay, whatever, what attachment to the whatever jhana that has been attained, we accompany in removing paṭipadā. Okay, paṭipadā. So that sometimes that paṭipadā will be painful, sometimes that paṭipadā will be easy. Okay, sometimes it will be difficult, sometimes it will be what? Easy. Or Monday, regarding the word easy or difficult, dukkha. So I mentioned the word Gahana is not complete. So I have to what? Oh, here. I have to correct a little bit about the word here. This word you can find in the Pali. Nivarana di Pachanika Dhamma Samudhachara Gahanadaya. Okay. Nivarana di. Then you can know this is the mental hindrances. Pajanika Dhamma. Pajanika means the opposite. Dhamma is a state. Samudajara. Samudajara means ajara, samudha, some odha ajara. So repetition, again and again, repetition. Abhiyari, again and again. So abhiyari in which manner? Gahana means it does not Kahana. Kahana here does not derive from the root Gaha, okay? But it the root Gaha, no? We G-A-H, you know, G-A-H Gaha is not derived from that kind of a root, but what? It derived from the root Gaha, okay? Gaha. Okay, it derived from the root Gaha and the U suffix Gahana. It became actually it should be Gahana, but in the SAP Soradi Kana, it is because this one belong to that kind of how to say declension. Okay, declension that Pisoradi declension. So initial vowel ka, or the ka is changing to a. Okay, so here that gahana means something which is thick, okay, very dense, density of the forest. Okay, gahana, the word gahana is how to say, the word gahana is, the meaning of the word gahana is a forest. Okay, forest which is thick and very dense, a deep forest or something like that. So in the Abhidhamma Piṭaka, they are mentioned what arammaṇāni kānanam di dayo gahanam vipanam vanam. Okay, this was gahana also one of the synonym for the aranya. Okay, so here the point what the commentator want to say is that the samudajara arises again and again, thickly, okay, densely. So not just in a very thin, not in a thin manner, but very thickly. So density of the Bhajanika Dhamma. So because the more Bhajanika Dhamma, opposite Dhammas are there, led by the lustful desire and so on. So we will be more painful to practice. Okay, so that meaning. So here translated as for the higher frequency of the mental hindrances. Okay, we need to add one more word. Not only higher frequency, samudachara is a higher frequency. Okay, gahanadaya, like a thick. How can we say? I'm thinking to add one more word, one more English word to make it more meaningful. Or the word dukkha. So I think you can find it this appropriate word, and then you can make it happen. The meaning I think you can understand. Dukkha means when dukkha paṭipadā, we have a painful practice. Why? Because the mental hindrances are repeatedly occurring in our mind, and also thickly occurring in our mind. So maybe not one after another, maybe not one after another, maybe at one time many hindrances appear, something like that. And also heavy, it is a kind of heavy. So that's why it would be difficult for us to making effort for the jhana attainment. So dukkha here. Okay. So dukkha paṭipadā. So if we go to the upper jhana or higher jhanas, then there also will be paṭipadā also, dukkha paṭipadā or sukha paṭipadā. So paṭipadā for what? For what purpose we have to practice? To overcome, to remove opposite dhammas. So opposite dhamma here, not only vitaka. Suppose opposite to the second jhana is not only vitaka, okay, but also what? Nikanti, okay, attachment. Attachment to the first jhana is associated dhamma, as well as sati, remembering, repeated remembering of the first jhana. Okay, so these two things should be overcome, they should be removed for the purpose to attain for the purpose of the attainment of the second jhana, also that jhana, fourth jhana, also like that. So one thing for sure is the other fetters to be abandoned may be different. In case of the second jhana, third jhana, fourth jhana attainments. Maybe for the attainment of second jhana, we have to remove vidaka. For the third jhana, vichara, piti, okay, piti, and then sukha for the fourth jhana. So apart from these jhanic fetters, we have to abandon more things. What they are, nikanti and sati. Okay, nikanti and sati. So that point the commentator mentioned here as a paṭipadā. So and then another one is about the abhinya. Tantan jhanu pachara patasa appanaya pariwasi abhinya. So pariwasi abhinya. Appanaya pariwasi abhinya. In order to dwell in the second jhana, suppose. In order to dwell in the second jhana, so we have to attain what? Upajara jhana first. Okay, upajara jhana, not upajara moment, but upajara jhana. So that upajara jhana, so sometimes khipa vinya, very quick. Upajara jhana to apana jhana, very quick during that moment. For some people, they are very slow and sluggish, danda vinya. So that also happened for the second jhana, third jhana, fourth jhana, and so on. So that is a one word, one way of explanation. Then another way is agamana vasena picha paṭipadā bhinya hondi yewa. Agamana vasena picha paṭipadā bhinya. Agamana vasena. So here I will go back to the translation. Translation here. Here, agamana is translated according to how they come. And the progress and the intuition are just according to how they come. So regarding this, commentator, translator also explain what? The progress of the second or other jhanas depend sometimes, but not always, on the attainment of the first jhana. Okay, Mula Tika explained that. Agamana paṭipadā, as you come. Suppose sometimes that you will be influenced by the way you have a practice for the attainment of the first jhana. So suppose if you are practice for the attainment of first jhana is a dukkha paṭipadā, with that will have some influence on the on your practice for the attainment of a second jhana. So there will be dukkha paṭipadā also. So not sometimes, not always. Okay, sometimes and not always. Yeah. So that's a Muladika is explained sometimes, not always. Okay, but according to the Atasalini, yeah, we can say what the progress and intuition are just according to how they come, how they come. So Hondi Yewa. Pija, Agamana Wasena Pija. So actually, the Pali, Catasso is a more specific than the translation. If we rely only on the translation, what happens? The progress in intuition are just according to how they come. So that cannot convey the whole meaning of the whole sense of the Pali Atthakatha. Agamana Wasena Pi also, okay, also. So ja, so there is a one word. Ja means moreover or end. That's okay. But the translator missed to forget to translate maybe the word be. I say also. So sometimes the paṭipadā may be different from the our practice where our practice for the attainment of second jhana, third jhana, fourth jhana may be different from our previous practice for the attainment of first jhana. So that's the meaning. So sometimes it may be the same. So here continue to say Dukkha Patipadāṃ hi Danda Viññam Paṭamā Jhānam Paṭavā Pavodā Dudiyambi Dadisa Mewa Hoti. Okay, here commentator continue to say he to elaborate. Dukkha Patipadāṃ here. In other words, the second jhana, which arises following the attainment of the first jhana, where progressive painful intuition is sluggish, is even like the first jhana. Okay, this is just an elaboration or detailed explanation of the how agamana wasena, the way you come. So Tatiya Chadote Subi is Ivanayo in the that and fourth jhana also the same method. So but the Anudika, Muladika explained that it's not always, okay? It's not always. Yathaja Chadoka Nayi, Ewan Panchakani, Vidibra was in a Chaduda Veda Viditabo. So in the Panchakanaya also the same. So Vidibra, for Vidibra, there will be we have each jhana we will have a what? For Vidibra. Okay. So it's up to the person, or it's up to the conditions or defilement or our faculties or our previous effort. So many conditions. The possibility is one of the format that we have to practice for the first jhana, second jhana, third jhana, fourth jhana. So also if we count as a 5-4 method, 5-4 jhana, so also you can have a what? First jhana 4 method. Okay, each jhana bears 4 methods for practice, 4 way of practice. So iti that's Paṭipadā wasena pi cattaro nawaka vauddha hondi. Okay, so there are 4 nawaka. Okay, 4 nawaka. So previously we have a what? A 4 method and 5 method. That they call what? Suddhika nawaka. Okay, pure 9. Then this one, Paṭipadā nawaka. Okay, whether by means of Paṭipadā, we can have a 4 nawaka. Okay, 4 nawaka also there. Te supāṭado chattein sa cittani. Okay. Chattein sa cittani. Chattein sa means 36. Okay. 36. 36, how to count? So 5 multiplied by 4. 5 multiplied by 4.
It's 4 times 9.
Huh?
It's 4 times 9.
4 by 9. Okay. Yeah, 9, 4. 4 by 9, right. Thank you. So in this way we can have it in Pali. So it is a brief in the Pali text. It's mentioned very briefly. but it should be there, what, 36 lines, okay, 36, okay, 4 by 9. And the Atado Pana, Panchaga Nayi, for the meaning, Panchaga Nayi, Chadoga Nayasa, Pawitata. Okay, Panchaga Naya is included in the Chadoga Naya. That's why we have only Visati, okay, Visati. Visati is how, in which way? So only Chadoga. Chadoga means what? Chadoga Naya. So we don't count 9. Okay. Panchaga Naye, Chadoga Naya sa. Oh, pi by 4, right? Pi by 4. So pi jhanas are there. Okay. Pi jhanas are there. In each jhana there are 4 method. Okay. 4 method. 4 way of practice. So then there will be what? 20. So that is about the paṭipadā. Okay. Paṭipadā Chadoga. So what time is it? No. Arammaṇā Chadoga is very short. Okay. Arammaṇā, we have how many? Paṭipadā Arammaṇā, Abhidhamma Arammaṇā, like that. Okay. Paṭipadā Arammaṇā. Here. Paṭipadā means what? Don't confuse with the paṭipadā you every day you chant. Okay. Paṭipadā. So if you that paṭipadā is a protection. Parisamanda do Bayanda Yatirakri Paṭipadā. Okay, here is what? Paṭipadā means here commentator explain what? Paṭipadā Ramanandi Adi to Yam Appaguna. Paguna means a habit. Okay. Repetition. Appaguna. Not yet practice repeatedly. Maybe one time practice is done. You don't repeat again and again. So that they call appaguna. So don't recite appaguna. Okay. Appaguna, not appaguna, but appaguna. Paguna is what is that? Appaguna is habit. Appaguna, no habit, no repetition. So yan jhana, yan refers to jhana. Yan jhana appaguna hodi. A jhana which is not repeated. Okay. If you don't repeat doing something, then you will not be master, right? To be able to be skillful in a subject or in a whatever work, you have to be what? You have to repeat again and again. You have to practice again and again. So sometimes for some yogi, for the meditator, he just practice in a day, and then he don't repeat practicing. Then as a result, he will not be master. Okay. So in order to be a master, maybe I know you have a study in the Abhidhamma or maybe some other subject, 5 kinds of mastery. Abhidhamma also they are mentioned 5 kinds of mastery. Avajana wasi is called wasi bhava. Vasi bhava. Avajana wasi bhava. And then samabhajana. And then vauthana. And then what? I have some list. Where is? Yeah, 5 mastery in the please look at the Abhidhamma Piṭaka, page number 96. There, Avajana wasi, Samabhajana wasi, Adhitthana wasi, Vauthana wasi, and Pajavakhana wasi. So wasi bhava, to be mastery. So you have to repeat it again and again, that first jhana in order to be master. Okay, our jhana. So whatever jhana you attained, and then in whatever place, okay, wherever you are, and also how much, okay, as much as you desired, okay, you can what awajana means what advert, okay, we advert, we pay attention to that jhana. Okay, that we have to be able to, we have to practice to have such a skill. So any jhana, any time, okay, any place, okay, like that. And also samabhajana. So samabhati, if you want to enter into samabhati, so with the first jhana, second jhana, third jhana, fourth jhana, and so on. So anytime, so anywhere, you can do it. That's a called vasibhava. And the adhitthana, resolution, and the votthana, anytime you can emerge, okay, you can any place, and then how to say, any jhana, from any jhana. And then pachavakkhana vasibhava, reflection on the jhana you have attained. So we have to, bhaguna means like that. We have to practice to be skillful in the jhana that we have attained. Bhaguna, abhaguna means we don't have it. If a yogi does not have such a practice, mastery, so the jhana become weak. Okay, the jhana become weak, and then commentator continue to say what upari jhana sapajayo bhavido nasa kodi. It will not be a supportive condition for the attainment of the higher jhana. Since if you are not skillful in the mastery in the first jhana, then it will be difficult for you to go to higher jhana. Okay, so in that case, that kind of jhana is called paṭipadā. Okay, paṭipadā jhana. The jhana, which is the jhana. Paṭipadā means it is a jhana which is weak. It means not yet mastered, so that it is not supported for the higher jhana, for the attainment of it. So that's called paṭipadā. So jhana itself is a paṭipadā. Okay, so here we can say we have to put a paṭipadā and paṭipadā. Okay, paṭipadā as well as paṭipadā. Here, this one, it is the jhana which is weak, not yet mastered, so that it is not supported for the attainment of the higher jhana, that is jhana. Okay. So paṭipadā. Paṭipadā means also a name for the jhana. It is a jhana attained by taking object which is small in size. Okay. So we have a kind of a measurement to prepare a other kasina, okay, or kala kasina or whatever. Not too large, not too small. But some meditator, they make a kind of cup as a made as a container for the earth, and then you put it. Maybe that cup is a very small, like a cooking pot or whatever. Sometimes a kind of small containers. So maybe for some person that even that object may be supported for the attainment of a jhana. So that kind of object, the jhana that attained through by taking object small, which is small in size, that's called paṭipadā. Okay, paṭipadā. Paṭipadā arammaṇāni. Arammaṇā paṭipadā. Okay, and then arammaṇā like that we have. So something which is opposite to the paṭipadā means what? Arammaṇā. So it means that if you attain the jhana and then you try to master, you repeatedly practice, and also you try to enter into the samapatti and the jhana, you will not be in a hurry to go to the second jhana, but you try to be master there. Then the jhana become appamana jhana, and also appamana object. Okay, the object you take is maybe large enough, okay, big enough in size. So vipule aramane pavoda hode pamanata appamana aramana asadi parita appamana aramana. So here you see the word paridam aramanam asadi parita aramana. So parita means for the weak, small, aramana object, ada, asa, to that the jhana. So this is a kind of bhobi samasa. Okay, parita and aramanasa combined with the bhobi samasa. It's a kind of compound. If we pick up the ultimate reality, we get the word jhana. Okay. So also abhamana ramana. Abhamanam aramana asadi abhamana ramana. So this is also referred to jhana, which has a big object, large enough object. And also some we can mix up parita jhana abhamana object. Okay, and also parita jhana parita object, abhamana jhana parita object, abhamana jhana abhamana object. In this way we have a four nawaka. Okay, so each jhana. So we have a four method and 5 method, altogether 9. Each jhana has a four object. Possible to have a 4 object. So this is something about the aramana chatuka. So maybe no, jhana attainment is not only difficult to get, but also even study. So it's complicated, right? Paṭipadā also complicated. So also aramanas are also there. But it remains within our reach. Okay, not out of our reach. So if we practice, it remains within your reach. So with that, I wish you to practice the jhana and then get a kind of a jhana mastery and then a kind of abhiññāna. So I'm wondering that when I'm thinking about the jhana, so I'm thinking about the what? Devadatta. So Bhanuva Devadatta, why he attained the jhana, and then with the help of the jhana, he got a psychic power, abhiññāna. He tried to persuade the king, maybe Prince Ajatasattu, by means of the what? By means of the psychic power. So I'm thinking nowadays, in Myanmar we have a big problem. So if we have a psychic power, so if I have a psychic power, so I can make use of it in order to, in order to what? In order to persuade the people onto the right path. So it also may be good to use. So anyway, with this teaching, I'd like you to practice for the attainment of a jhana as well. Thank you so much for your listening.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you, Sayadaw.
Thank you so much, Sayadaw.
Thank you. Buddha Sasanam Jiran Data Buddha Sasanam Jiran Data Buddha Sasanam Jiran Data Buddha Sasanam Jiran Data May you be healthy, wealthy, peaceful.
Thank you, Sayadaw. Please take care, Sayadaw.
Sure. I'm taking care.